Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. Are you having fun on Danger Room? I bet you are, because I have spent 4 hours on that, and I am not happy. That being said, I guess it is a lot more tougher of a grind than what the previous ones were. We're going to be talking about that in the second half of the video, but in the first half, we're going to be talking about something exciting that I'm sure you're all going to want to know, and that's going to be what you probably saw on my thumbnail. And that is, we have basically 99% confirmation of Sebastian Shaw being in the Hellfire Club. The downside, and PS, those Scopely devs do not need to step on Lego anymore, but there is some downsides because there is a good chance that he might be an epic character release. We are about a year on from Captain Britain, and therefore it would not be surprising if this is something that they did. There's stuff in the data mines that indicates that this very well could be coming true. Now, we need to talk about the Hellfire Club in general and what this means. So there's a lot to do. But before we get started with today's video, I want to share with you something important. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Now, some of you might know that I have been playing Raid Shadow Legends for some time now, and actually we're going on almost 6 months of Raid. I cannot believe that it's been going on that long. And I do want to let you guys know about a promotion that Raid is running this summer, and that's the Lemonisi Chase event. So if you log in for 7 days at any time between now and the end of August, then you can get her absolutely free, a brand new legendary character of the Sylvan Watchers faction. So a lot of amazing rewards past the 7-day mark as well. So lots of great fun here to be had. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Because you can download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get yourself another amazing legendary Karato Fox Hunter for free, and also 3 amazing epic champions to start your journey off, whether it's a brand new account or an alt account: Ugo, Lady Annabelle, and Fane at account level 10, 20, and 30. And do you want another legendary champion? Because I bet you do, because you can use the promo code Demon Slayer within the first 48 hours of a brand new account to get yourself Tholen Valbeard. And I also want to talk about my Raid Shadow Legends YouTube channel. So some of you may not know that I am also doing this on the side, doing about 4 to 5 videos every single week, whether it's new player guides, whether it's current events, everything like that you need to know about Raid. You can also find a community on my Discord server as well, where we talk about Raid Shadow Legends every single day. So what are you waiting for? Join the journey with me and let's have fun together. Okay, so let's just dive right in for the data mines. And there are some stuff on Annihilus, by the way. So these are the traits for the Annihilus from PvE Tower, from the Baxter building. So Villain, Cosmic, Tech, Blaster, Mythic. So we have not had this set of combination of characters, well, other than Cosmic anyways. I was going to say since Ultron. Ultron was a global character, but now we have Annihilus, who is a Cosmic Tech character, and those are very likely to be his traits when he comes out next year. So he is going to be a Tech Mythic character. So just some indication about that. We had Dr. Doom, who was Tech Mystic combo, but we haven't had a pure Tech character, really, as far as I'm aware anyways, since Ultron. Now, the thing that you've been waiting for, coming soon, the Black King. So this is confirmation that Sebastian Shaw is coming to the game with the Hellfire Club. So I'm pretty excited about this, but read on. Earn Sebastian Shaw red stars and a discount on his unlock. Commander, get ready for the Black King milestone. Get a head start on recruiting Sebastian Shaw by collecting Hellfire rings in weekly Hellfire milestone events. Okay, nothing too crazy there. Gain progress in this event by earning Hellfire rings and complete the event by purchasing points to unlock Sebastian Shaw at a discount. And this is pretty important to understand. So what are they selling exactly? It does sound like they're selling a Sebastian Shaw unlock, but it says unlock him. Where did it say that? Unlock him early, right? Where did the, up here, right? In recruiting Sebastian Shaw early, get a head start. I heard, I'm pretty sure I heard the word early. No, I'm just crazy, right? Maybe I'm crazy. So if we go a little bit, maybe it's further down actually. Continue blah 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 blah. Live the Black King. So they're basically selling his red stars and a discount on his unlock. So this is really curious wording here. Discount on his unlock. Okay, I swear I saw purchasing points starting on August the 25th. So this is going to be probably at the end of the 4 weeks, right? And what's interesting about this, because this it sounds like one of those burst milestones. You know, those ones in the game where you can only go so far and then you basically have to buy the rest of the points. That's what this sounds like, right? So I don't know. Get a discount on his unlock because it seems like you're not actually going to unlock him. It seems like you might get the red stars for free, right? That's for free. But as far as his unlock goes, I'm not so sure. You may have to buy this, and this really just smells like an epic character to me. They might be trying to do something a little bit different because this is basically a free to play grind ish for 4 weeks, and then if you want to, you can buy him later. See, it says purchase points starting on, so you can't even like buy it beforehand, so you can't actually unlock him before this time. So he very well could be still the last character of the Hellfire Club that comes out as an epic character, kind of like how Captain Britain was the last character on that team. So let me know what your thoughts are about this in the comments down below. Also, there's going to be a Battle Pass Season 53 with Franklin Richards and the Antimatter currency. Now, this is going to be after the Invisible Woman MCU Battle Pass, which is going to be starting on Monday, so 2 weeks on from that. So these data mines are pretty far in advance, probably about 2 weeks in advance at this point. We talked about next week's Harbinger Week 5. So yeah, some really interesting stuff. I want to kind of jump back to the game really quickly, though, before we talk about Danger Room, because let's just hypothesize that Sebastian Shaw is, in fact, an epic character. That means we have him, Azazel, whatever, and then one more new character. And who is that going to be, right? This could be Cassandra Nova, right? Some people were saying maybe Cassandra Nova could be coming because of the movie from last year, right? But as far as reworks go, I don't think Mr. Sinister is going to be in there. But what could be still happening is Negasonic, and there is some relation to Emma Frost and Negasonic and Cassandra Nova in the comic lore, and we had that stat stuff, right? And so I hit too many buttons. If he's an epic character, let's just say maybe this is an Illuminati style team with 6 characters instead of 5, which would mean 3 new characters and 3 reworks potentially. So Negasonic, Sunspot, right? Maybe still might be up for grabs, and maybe just maybe, right? I know this is a bit on the nose because it was in the strike spots with Emma Frost with the figurine, and honestly, I don't even know if this is going to happen. But Emma Frost could be getting a rework. I'm not going to say it is. I don't know what the likelihood of that is, but if they're going for 3 reworks instead of 2, this kind of makes me question whether or not that's going to happen. I don't know if Madeline Pryor is going to be in there at all. So, I mean, some of these characters that I spoke about in the previous video, I think is up for grabs. That's just me. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Let's talk about Danger Room. Holy crap. I spent 4 hours on this, and I did get difficulty 7 cleared. And my only surviving character was Blade. So the way that I'm not telling you how to run, like, I think this is actually, you need to grind this. They want you to grind this out. Crucible bonuses, I think the best team, this is just my thoughts, is Blade Accursed. And I do not have Accursed. So that's a big problem. And also having some of these other stat mods, right? The speed, all this is going to help significantly. You know, if you have the Fantastic Four, I think they want you to grind these tokens. I'm just saying that. What I've been starting with, and this might not be for everyone, I'm starting with Blade. I do feel that he has some of the best start. His damage is crazy wherever. My Blade should have just been up here, right? My Blade and then my Songbird. That's what I've been starting with, because some of the mods that you get, like, he gets the Accursed trait, Blade gets the Accursed trait, so any of the mods that you might pick up in your run that's related to Accursed will also be related to Blade as well. There's also tons of stuff that deal and dabble in 3-member teams. Okay, so just having like 3 characters on a team. Now, I'm not going to go into this in full, you know, like it gets really hard. And the reason why I'm doing D9 is because I just want that thing 3 diamond. I don't know. This is something that I'm going to have to grind out, I think, over time, and we're going to see how that goes. Maybe I'll get super lucky. I do want to talk about some of the things. Oh, not that. Some that was a Marvel Mystic Mayhem video that I'm uploading. But I want to talk about some of the things that was going on, right? You know, in the game. Let's go into full screen mode. So this was on Reddit Danger Room PSA. Oh yeah, PS. If you use the Fantastic Four MC, actually that's this one here. If you use the Fantastic Four MCU in Danger Room and you clear a level, you do get the G20, or not the G20. Yeah. If you use the rental ones, you get the weekly rewards. It's like a couple of negative zone orbs, but make sure that you do it for each of the characters if you don't have them currently unlocked. You can do it that way. But yeah, there's a lot of Super Scrolls in this danger room. And if you have the bleed, I forget what it's called, entry wound, right? We're gonna talk about entry wound. They nerfed tons of these mods. It is absolutely crazy. New danger room difficulty, a lot of people finding this a lot harder, especially in my Discord server. A lot of people are talking about this. I'm kind of frustrated with it, but this is maybe just what they're intended, right? So I want to kind of zoom out. This is the boss for danger room. Xavier, Captain Britain times 2, Hank times 2, Shuri times 2. They love this doubling up, and it's bullshit and lazy game design. This is not the only node that has doubles. No particular order. I got smashed on one attempt because I used Blade and Victoria Hand. They were my only 2 characters. This is when I started changing things up. This was literally the second node that I ran into, and I did not get a chance to use a third character, and I'm just like getting gangbanged of like, what is that? Like 8-2. 8-2, maybe 9-2. Like it's 9-2. I couldn't see in the top left there. Absolutely crazy, right? Like, and I know a lot of these characters are weak, but there is a Gore and a Gladiator and an Ultimist, so there was no chance to get any vulnerabilities. That kind of thing is just absolutely wild that they have some of these crazy ass nodes on the second run. Now, this was another node that I'm being gangbanged on. There's 2 Apocalypse, Super Skrull, and Null all on the same node with a spawn taunting Gladiator. Just absolutely insane. I got stuck and stonewalled at like 17 out of 20 in so many runs. You know, and this is not even the worst. There's tons of bad ones like this. There's one like this, which again is very early on because I only had 3 characters, where there was an Odin, a Gore, a Thanos, Man-Thing, and Blade, so they went really fast, and another Gore. Is just absolutely crazy. This node here with 2 Apocalypses, because they love this. They love doing doubles with Odin, with Gladiator, and Hercules, and Archangel, and other characters. Really crazy. I want to talk about the nerfs to the Danger Room mods, though. So Entry Wound used to give you 1 bleed per character that you had on your team, so 5 bleeds. No longer the case. The ally with the highest damage applies bleed to all enemies. And that's fine because it is typically based on damage, but this is a significant nerf because there's way less bleeds on the field. Energizing Strike is still nice, though. Some other ones got seriously nerfed. Black Panther's Boon on kill fills speed bar by 25%. This used to be 100%. So some massive nerfs to a lot of these good boons that we previously used to have, which is probably why it's so hard. Carnage Boon. When enemy drops below 25%, fill speed bar by 10%. I'm pretty sure it used to be 20 or 25%. I forget which one. But this was a significant nerf to this one, which is also really good for the entire team, right? This was really nice. Deal with the Devil. Now, this is something that if you find this, pick this up, because this will apply to Blade, and also enemies cannot gain empowered. So if you do ever run across a Mephisto, which there are a few, but namely Apocalypse, because he's not going to Falcon Punch you. You're still going to hit by the ult, but he's not going to Falcon Punch you, so that's a pretty big deal there too. This one here, Cosmic Healing, if you are using the Fantastic Four, you can, if you happen to want to run Silver Surfer, they can heal, because the biggest problem with F4 MCU is they can't heal, so this one does. The only other one would be like picking up the 3 regen on spawn mod. There's just not a lot of healing coming out of that team. Precision Tactics, this is a new one. If there are 3 or fewer allies in combat, ally attacks apply true damage. This is really strong. This is basically negating the armor to 0 and you doing full damage, and for some reason, I don't know why, but also reduces the max HP of the enemy when you hit them. I have tried this on a couple of times, and that's what ended up happening. There was nothing else running that reduced max HP. I was basically hitting with Blade, and that was triggering. So there you go. I don't know why it does that on true damage, but this is a very good mod here as well. And then there's just some other ones like Give Him Hell. This is why I think it's maybe more designed for Accursed. On spawn, fill speed bar for Accursed allies by 6% per ally. Now, they don't have to be Accursed, but only Accursed allies are actually getting the speed bar increase. And then on enemy turn, if they are exposed, apply stun and defense down. This is a nod to Helverine, right? So there's just a lot of things. And also this one, insane. If you do happen to get lucky and run across this, on start, damage the enemy with the highest damage for 99% health. This damage reduces the max health of the target by the same amount. So this is basically killing one person out of the gate every single round if you do happen to find this out. So yeah, some crazy stuff in the data mines. It is hard. They are giving us 2 weeks though, whereas the danger room for X-Men was like, what, 3 or 4 days? As far as the rewards go for this though, I mean, I would like to finish this, but we'll see whether or not I actually do. I would like to get the 65,000 unstable cells because we're going to be buying that in orbs next week. But yeah, this is a lot more challenging than previous ones. I don't necessarily have a guide for you, but I just, you know, if you have Blade and maybe Songbird, that's what's helped me. Maybe Blade plus somebody else for you guys. If you have a Cursed, I would probably run it. Honestly, that's just my thoughts. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below with all things Danger Room, and also what your thoughts are about Sebastian Shaw being confirmed, coming to the, and also I guess that's confirming Hellfire Club as well. Do you think that he's going to be an epic character, or do you think he's just going to be a seriously long unlock because it looks like they're dragging him out for possibly 4 to 5 weeks? So all that and more, we'll see what the blog has later on today, if it's going to confirm Sebastian Shaw or not. That's it for now. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see y'all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.